Not be news again, say the Nigeria or the National Association of Resident Doctors, they day for strike, or doctors they day for strike since then for Nigeria. Because of all of this one, to get matter, so even think of say you want sick, no problem. And when you pick up, when you call sick, a bigger problem because nobody they when be say go take off you. But we hear say consultants then they, all this one then they, but their hand feel reach everybody. What did even cause this strike? Why be never still call them off? All this now matter when we say we go check today, we go outside, go call people there when we say their hands they inside this matter. First we get our brother and friend here, Dr. Ofwani Ifeanyi. Now he be the president of AROD UBTH. Yes, welcome, my brother, to our program.
Thank you so much, sir.
Good. No, this one you want to speak grammar. So
no, we'll speak
grammar for here.
We'll do it today. Don't worry.
Dr. Harrison Omokwa, I be the NMA chairman for Edo State. Welcome to our program, Harrison.
My people, thank you.
Great to we start because this is a resident doctors now be saying deal with.
Yeah.
I won't find out for you. Waiting be the reason why we now go strike, and waiting be the reason why we say time never station now call off the strike.
My brother, my first start said this strike they pain all of us for body because it don't reach almost 10 times we don't go on strike for this same matter since 2014.
What be that matter?
The first thing we say, government if just wake up one day say they don't want to pay some of our members. Some states it don't reach almost 21 months so they never pay their salary.
Some states.
Yes.
Okay.
Some other places 6 months, 8 months, they never pay them 1 naira. These are doctors where they go work every single day. They work. If now you no go like them, because now that one they use they treat their children, they pay school fees, they use and chop.
Okay.
So that are one of the major factors. Another one we say government should just wake up say they won't just change things with these things. You get the doctors what they call house officers.
Okay.
Doctors we just finish school, they don't become doctors. They want they serve the country for hospital before they go NYSC.
Well, where they won't go.
Yes. They just wake up say they don't want just to pay them again. Say they don't deserve salary. Okay. That's why they put down for letter. Say they don't deserve salary again. May they just come out. Anything where you give. So if you just wake up, just give you 1,000 naira, use and chop, use and feed yourself. If you not give them anything, you not consign them. Those are the kind of injustice where we fight. The one we can't pay us also now during this pandemic, where we they call COVID-19. Government say the money way if I get sickness, if I get HIV from patients, if I get tuberculosis, if I get COVID-19, now 5,000 naira we will use treat ourselves. Meanwhile, them now 1.2 million, 1.8 million they collect for this same problem. They know they see sick people low. Now this small injustice we they fight.
Okay, so now they call frontline work.
Yes.
Now they for frontline they work this thing. But if I follow what in BC talk, because everything when BC concern doctors, Nigerian Medical Association, a day on top of them. But I say yes, and I make one withdraw you come. Here what my brother talk for and he talk now. He say some states they not go pay them this, they not go pay them that and that. The minister when BC they in charge for heads, Ihanere Osaigi, he come and say, like he talk, he agree with us. Said states they not pay. One I could draw federal government.
No. When I say state, I don't mean.
No, you say some states.
No, I don't mean state government. Too.
Okay, no, at the counter.
No, be state government.
No, I ask you now. Make I ask Omokwa. You say some states don't they pay, and the minister say most of these problems they won't be something to talk about. Only about 4 or 5. Now be waiting, be say concern federal government inside, and they take care of her. Yet when they come out to talk and now say some states then they no great pay. So why don't they draw federal government for waiting be say concern states?
Yeah, thank you, Gasado. You see, it not be the way put on. It just run away from responsibility.
Who, me?
No, minister.
Okay.
The minister of health.
Okay.
It's not quite like that. Not be so. Now, if you say NARD, Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors, it consists of many branches. And so those hospitals, federal hospital, some state hospitals, all of them are members of NARD. As long as say you be resident doctor, that is you the doctor with the training, whether for state hospital or for federal hospital, you be member of NARD. You understand? So if NARD dey on strike, all members, whether you dey federal or you dey state, you must join the association to go on strike. But incidentally, you not go fit us say, okay, because many of the people will never pay their resident doctors na state, then you can say, okay, make only state. Unionism not they work like that. Injury to one, you know, say injury to all.
But the yes be union and get an association, because there's a difference between unionism and being an association. National Nigeria Association of Resident Doctors. Now residents, we don't hear anything when it concerns unionism.
What will be the ultimate aim of association or union? Not be welfare, not be to pressure. Not pressure now. It's a pressure group.
Okay.
And so people, you see, most times when federal government or when the management they want to run away from responsibility, they start to want to change technicalities. Technically, say a union association. What will be the major responsibility of any association or organization or not be welfare of their member. Okay. And so Mr. Gasa don't make them not bring that one in. But where we did now be say, make federal government own up. You see, sometimes when you dey sincere to the people where you dey deal with, they still they help the situation. If you not be say una don't actually meet all of the demand, but you go dey sincere say, okay, this thing I beg, now my fault, but see the way we want it. Federal go every time I so that they want shift blame, shift this thing. When they know say they never do their own part of waiting there. You see, Nigerian Medical Association, for instance, Edo State now, we fully behind them because we know say the matter we then go strike for. Now genuine matter.
Okay, may I come back to you? You talk and I say if you look at the whole thing for over 10 times, I don't go strike for the same matter and that kind of time. What if the guarantee says no still go back again when the BCA said they never give them this now demands? Because why BCA now will go first and they not give now say okay, I'll come back, go and come back. 10 times the demands are still there. Now say they never still meet them when I cost you go back and everything. And make we not forget just say now talk and say the first way BCA go come in our mind to look after the patients. One that they call Hippocratic. That's what I talk. So what can happen? That's where when I saw that, and I'm not sure I'm against.
I like to answer this question very well. I think they suit my body. You see, people they always wrong go Hippocratic oaths, but many people for this country never read that oaths. Now the oath we they swear say, first I go take care of myself. I go belly full because who never belly full no fit treat other people. You understand? Now that's our oath talk. So if government never treat us well, we not go fit treat patients. Imagine say I operate for patients, and I reason how I want to borrow money for school fees for my pikin. How that one go end? That's not the first part. Secondly, the health of citizens for country, not be for doctor hand, not for government hand. So it means a government need to do everything for their power to make sure say these doctors will they help us take care of patients, may they do okay. Because essential workers are more essential than the services that they provide. You understand? Now, why would they call off this strike sometimes? Because we love our patients. We love these people past government.
So if not love them so much. So
many times. Now, because of the love we get for them when they call this strike. Now, you get some hospitals where to wash your hand when you see patients, water no day. To wear face mask, protect yourself, protect the patient from corona, in no day. So, with the fight, may all these things enter body, may all these things dey for the hospital. So if we treat patient well. So why would they call off this strike sometimes? You say, sometimes government go promise, say, okay, give us 2 days, 3 days. If you reason them, okay, this thing, we know if you achieve this thing in 1 week. And we know say if we wait till that thing they achieved, people go, they die. We will come agree with government. Okay, we will come out. We will see patients, we will do what we do. We will say 1 week, but government, insincerity, they know they keep their own promise. So we will constantly wait again. Between this last strike and this one, 113 days. Government tell us in 2 days we will do this one. In 5 days we will do this one. In 1 week, in 1 month, we say, okay, we like our patients. We don't want people to die. We call them off. But 113 days pass. Not one they don't do. So we need to go back to remind them, say, since to the talk, to the discuss, no the work, more na can see. And when they come the beg, say, me Nigerians, see talk put for our matter.
Many Nigerians don't talk put for the matter. So the minister the other time when we say they in charge for labor and employment in Gige, Chris, doctor, and I say doctor like Una and the rest. If a doctor like Una when we say they feel for people and my brother na him be, they tell them say, we're gonna call off the strike. Or no one call them. See the other time when we say they talk with now president, national president, Oyilawa, Oyiwala, Abi, Oyilawa, or Hwan Suyi. When they talk to that, they say the way the man talk to us, say he no go ever go back there again, go talk to the man because of that thing. We get the blessing for come for table. When they want talk, you go talk and say whether we like an judge or not the thing. But people say the way now president they go about her, now fight to we must kill ourselves so and the rest. And I make them like say yes, say it's no good. And I see one the other day when it be say the House of Representatives, they talk the whole meeting with them. We like talk and say we are no longer, this strike will never ever be called off until Mamo Ratla and say that's when BC talks, so no, you know good, make it withdraw, and he withdraw. And so if we get this kind of hard line, you should say we will fit get a kind of common ground. I want to ask you.
Make I talk this thing again, Ogasado. You see that president Uyilawa, he don't try. In short, that first time where they suspend the strike, they won't kill him. In members, they won't kill him. So we must praise and waiting. You don't try to endure. You don't try to. They get patient with the federal government, the minister, Ngige. That's what they discuss. If you even hear how negotiation want to go again, if you hear some of just before this strike, some of the things where the president they come out, they try praise the minister, say you don't try that. But may I tell you, actually things not they move the way you want it. So to me, Uji Lawad show great maturity in handling this in thus far. So if the man they talk, if the president can't they talk like this, so he don't reach out for where he not go fit take him again. May federal government minister, may they not they threaten people, may they not they threaten leaders of association or union. When you know say your own part you never meet them, you think say you feel just threaten, then say okay, look, we go punish you for here, we go punish you for here. Make I tell you, the parent body will they monitor wetin go happen. No? Will they look all these things? More we see whether all these threats, when federal government they try threaten them, the thing go work. We don't know wetin will go.
We the time go say this na strike, na kind of selfish strike in quotes. We never hear say we na come out one time and say okay, we not get this equipment for our office because of that we not go back, we not go work. We never hear say radiographer, radiography, ability color, say no gates for this thing. Because of that, we hear say a very small number now we get for the whole of the country. When business or private hospitals, we will get them here. They never carry placard say for because of this one we know they go work. And even this strike, when we say that they strike now, by the time they talk now, say okay, from 5,000 now, one put small job maybe 5,500, or maybe they put small job the whole thing, or decide they pay now. When I go inside house, don't forget that the other one we say concern facilities for the hospital to make it work. Nobody talk about that one. Now look at Belen, I see they talk of in another one they contribute to come some of the wahala when we say they for the hospital.
If I tell you all our demands, we know we'll close here.
Okay.
Because they read 25.
Now they talk so much. The minister are still at 13. It's not 13. And the one they paramount for now. When we say I will wait now, when I ask you now that the way we say concern the 5,000 naira frontline workers pay. Wait now, okay. You talk that one. You talk about say yes, there's something they never paid there. You not talk any time. Say facility to work.
I talk about hand washing. I talk about face mask.
No, you not talk face mask. I hear hand washing.
I say hand washing. Face mask. I talk. I say if you don't wear face mask, you think give patient COVID.
Yes.
Okay.
We never even enter things like equipment to face mask, water. We never get water for your hospital. You talk about X-ray. Water, where they everywhere. Hospitals know they get them.
We're supposed to everywhere.
Yes. So we never, that's why I talk, I say, inside here, face mask. We know how much they buy face mask outside, 100 naira. We never even see them for many hospitals.
But you talk say yes, we could reach a middle ground. One reach middle ground. Yes. Say yes. The middle ground when BC we talk now. Say me they give on now the one when BC concern because you talk and say if Belen no street person,
yes,
he no go fit to work and the rest. So make they put the equipment there as middle ground. Make you help us.
Part of Belen where sweet person be say you they work, you they happy. See say the things where you need to work, they there. Not be say you just hear about it.
No,
not Belen where the sweet person.
If you look at me, I because now where you pay person and the person they talk
okay.
Yes, equipment now for everybody.
Okay.
Now who they alive they use that equipment.
Okay.
You understand? If I never chop, this your camera, no for operator.
Okay, if you be cameraman.
If I be cameraman, if I dey hungry, I fit fall down.
Okay, if you dey hungry now, instead of to put the syringe for person.
Yeah, put that for eye.
Imagine
So
where you come
who
put
never first chop? So when you talk, and if you look at our demands, this has a way with the fight, not be for only doctor. Okay. Now for every health worker for the country. This thing where I talk about young doctors, not be only doctor it affect. It affect every intern, pharmacist, nurse, anybody who just finish school, start to the work. The circle affect them. We're fighting for everybody. You understand? And because why they talk all these things where they affect us, because now the first one, who never chop, no fit work.
Okay.
You don't the way you dey hungry, you start to turn, you will make mistake. You understand? But I talk and say, even simple water to wash hand, no dey some hospitals.
You talk say yesterday on the watch the situation, the NMA, say on the watch the situation before be say know the next line of action to take. The thing, guys, it be no clear for my.
Make it clear, make people just hear now.
Make it clear now.
Because the truth of the matter be say all these things, all these demand are still part of waiting NMA want me federal government address. Because it go reach. Okay, make I tell you now. The MDCA, Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria, that is the most senior doctors, specialists. On Monday now, that they start their own strike.
You don't mean it?
Yes, because we know say NMA get different affiliate with the under AROD now one of them.
Now when the resident doctors know they, now the consultants
they work on them. They won't join the strike on Monday.
On Monday, we will be consultants, so we won't start on Monday.
That mean say
everywhere won't get as it be so.
Okay, with all of this one, we say they happen, and now they fear the one we say Mr. Minister talk. You say no work. No pay because I'm not going to go work now and all of that.
Okay, we wake on the.
I started to the fact. See, yes, they even put register for some hospital. Say if I go enter, then I must sign.
We wake on the work since without pay.
If you look at May first period, the 21 months they owe since
exactly
okay.
Before you go pay.
Because person go work, they no pay am. He can't say May day out, say no pay am.
But you go agree for unionism because I need to talk about and I say the day for that place they say no work, no pay. You agree with that one?
No, we not talk say, but again.
No, but you agree for that one.
Conditions not there for applying the no work, no pay.
What can condition?
Okay, how come say the same federal government they not put wetin go happen? Be say if person they work, you not pay am. Wetin go happen?
Okay, before I go let to that comment, time no be our friend now. What will be the way out of all of this? At least whether we like them or not, at the end of the day, they fight war. They only win war. They only settle war for war front.
Yeah.
Now for side table, now they still come inside one room. Once is that okay? You come, most of them look this matter. When don't look matter, say okay, man, no shoot God again. No, when I come house, what will be the way out of this thing?
Now the first thing, make government they talk true. Now the first thing.
Okay.
If you
talk true, say with the owner,
if you not do well, you will say okay, no verse, I not do well. Say I want to do, and that's the first one. To make people know they wrong government, like saying that their family business. Person go vex, say, I know come negotiation again. Now your family business. Now you get the country. That's the second thing. Third thing is, as people they work, just they pay them first. Provide things with they where you don't already sign. Because most of all these equipments we know they don't already sign up. If you go government, you say, oh, they don't already buy this extra, you don't buy this can.
So why is not gripping that?
So they do. As you sign them, they bring and come out. And then we love to the work. If everything they okay, will they work? Many of us don't even they go ourselves. Our family they best.
Before I go let now come on, Marco, what you want to add to this our little conversation? Because you get one to say they for your mind, it's when me can ask you. I don't ask you that question. What will be that thing?
Make federal government help us to help the people. Don't forget, say we did pandemic. You understand? We did the coronavirus just now. It just come third wave and all of that. We're not happy say at this time this kind of thing they happen. But again, we did constrained. That means we not gonna get. We did helpless. Say this strike get to come at this time. So federal government help us to help the people. So that at the end of the day, the country go better.
Dr. Ofwani, thank you so much when you take your time to reach here.
God bless you,
and
sir.
Dr. Harrison Omokwa, we shall say, between now and the end of the week, before Monday go start, consultant no go join, so at this matter, it will end.
Amen.
Thank you so much. We talk since to our people that won't be say can't join us because it matter when we say concern strikes since you go no say yes they take down touch so many people. So because of that one, we go make say things work our way. So they talk with our brass since Dr. Ofwani Ifeanyi when be say the Association of Resident Doctors President for UBTH and our brother Dr. Harrison Omokwa NMA President or NMA Chair for Edo State. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thank you
we'll take
very
one break
much.
now. They come back, not go anywhere. Stay with us.